Panther NATO, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Um, Sitting here, I'm about to watch PMP's um, podcast on Farquaad's. Bryce Young's um, pro day. It's gonna be a quick video, real quick. I just got some questions because I think some of y'all ain't really paying attention. I think you really thinking kind of in your own brains about this whole quarterback picking thing, about who it could or could not be. Yeah. But we'll get to that though. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. There is one quarterback that's on my mind that is really not being talked about as a possible option for us. And that particular quarterback is Georgia's Stidham Bennett. Like, for me, which one is worse? His age or Bryce Young's stature? I think, and the reason why I'm even talking about it is because of this. And like, again, I point out to you what you might not be looking at to get you to pay attention to it. Because when I pay attention to it, you can either go and say, nah, you ain't right. Or you might say, whoa, he got something there. All of this fuss being made about Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, it's hard for me to believe that the only reason that you don't look at the quarterback that beat them both on the way to defending and getting a back-to-back championship is that particular quarterback's age. And he has not crested 30. That's kind of... think there's some that got a slant. They be having a slant. I don't get that. I don't get that there. Again, if you didn't get it, what I just said, I'm confused as to why the two quarterbacks that this guy beat on the way to securing a second back-to-back national title get more shine than him just because he's maybe a few years older than them. I don't understand, because we just saw a Tom Brady retire for the second time at 45. I'm not understanding what's going on with that. I wish somebody would clear that up for me. I really feel like media is too much at play as far and kind of media narratives get in the way of real ball decisions and choices that people make. You know, it's too much of an influence on real ball stuff. I just anyway, I wanted to say that. Next point, like I said, it's gonna be a quick one. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out something else too. A lot of people are like, there is no way in the world we traded up to 1 to get AR-15. I'm going to ask you, why not? Are you not paying attention to what happens? You didn't see the signs? Yo, this is a perfect place right here for one of my favorite clips from one of my favorite movies. Here goes. So, let me take you back in time a couple of weeks back. We were sitting at number 9, right? And there was no talk of us moving up. You know, everybody was predicting and everybody was making mock drafts about who we get at 9. Then, what happens? The combine. Now, what particularly happened at the combine? Well, Bryce Young decided not to perform at the combine. We'll get into that in a minute as well. CJ Stroud, he did his thing. He did pretty well. But Anthony Richardson took over the combine, sending his stock skyrocketing. So, in that regard, now here's the deal. You're in that position at 9, right? You're thinking, hey, we're at 9. If we don't get Young, we'll get Stroud. We don't get one of those two. We'll get AR-15 or Levis. We're good. We're at 9. We're okay. But when one of those guys that you really think is going to fall to you, their stock goes up, and he actually becomes an option for another team that may need a quarterback, then guess what? The best thing for you to do is move to one so that he and any other quarterback can be an option. So, you don't move to one because you want one particular guy. No, you move to one because you want your pick of the litter. You move to one because you want to say, hey, before anybody does any falling to anybody else, ain't nobody falling to us because we picking off the top of the pile. Now, or we can pick into the middle of the pile and lift up. No matter, that's what you call controlling your own destiny in this thing. That's what you call controlling your own destiny in this thing. Now, there are some predictions that won't really be cleared up until we pick that particular quarterback. I don't think we're getting far. I don't think we're getting Bryce Young. I think I'm leaning towards AR-15 because of the things that I've heard, number one, and I'm leaning towards CJ Stroud. And I'm going to tell you why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. Watch this. Bear with me, people. I'm trying to make this quick as possible. So, now, you got CJ Stroud, right? Complete package. Of course, without the mustache. I don't understand. I can't really trust the guy without a mustache. But other than that, he good, right? He good. He's a football placer. I get it. Great. AR-15 is predicted as a guy that has more upside, and that upside is that his lack of experience is his actual upside. That mixed with the fact of his athleticism. You got to think about it. The quarterback of the future is actually the quarterback of our past. the guy that can not only air it out with an amazing arm, but can move around, that's good on the ground. We had that. That's our, excuse my French, that's our shit. Cam, and I guess, if you want to, if there are other teams that want to argue, no, Mike Vick started that. Okay, whatever. That more athletic style quarterback. That's the AR-15 style quarterback. You can debate on who's better, who's worse, who's the same. Ain't getting all that. But if that is the quarterback of the future, then that may be who they're leaning towards. Now, let's tackle experience versus experience. Yes, CJ Stroud does have a lot more experience, but AR-15 has less experience. Less experience. I'll say it again. Less experience. Space, dot, space, dot, space. Dot, space. Less experience that they have to deprogram. It's the equivalent of being in a 1980s KB toy store, and you see one particular Optimus Prime model that has everything equipped with it. He got all of the gadgets, and he's saying all of the proper phrases, all of these things. He that's the Stroud model, but the AR-15 model is totally programmable to your liking. All of his catchphrases are recordable to your catchphrases. You can totally customize this particular model. And in this day and time, customizing is king. Been that way for a while. Everybody likes to customize. You name it, folks like to customize, right? AR-15, they can mold that guy to whatever they want him to be. And if you really think about it, it brings light to the fact or rather to the supposed facts of what Sheena Quick reports of, his family being told to pick out condos. It brings light to the fact of what TD says about people upstairs liking AR-15. It brings light to that because here's the deal. Everybody's talking about what? The experience and the offensive mindset of this new staff. This new staff is so quarterback experience heavy, it's ridiculous. It really is. You got Frank Reich. You got Josh McCown. You got, what's our offensive coordinator name? Oh my God, I can't say his name right now. Anyway, you got him. If there is anybody any staff that says, and they have the mindset or would have the mindset that they can get this guy to where he needs to be in a short amount of time, that's our staff. That's our staff. They got the rings to prove it, and they definitely have the quarterback experiences to prove it. So think it not far-fetched if they do get AR-15 at number 1. I'm preparing you now for it because it just might happen. It just might happen. With all of their experience, they may actually think that they can get him to where they need to be week 1 because everybody and the way we think is this. This is the way we think as just fans, the spectators. We think that our day 1 pick, our first round pick, we think that guy is supposed to be ready week 1. He's the difference maker. He comes in knocking from day 1. He ready, right? But if we got a staff with the staff with experience like our staff has, there is nothing that leads me against the possibility that they may think that they can have this guy ready week 1 or week 2 or week 3. There is nothing leading me away from that. Everything about them and their experience and their expertise tells me that they believe, and especially they pick them, they believe that they are going to be equipped and ready to get him equipped and ready to play in some near future of this season. So get your mouths ready. If I don't have any inside information, but I'm trying to lead you, trying to give you some breadcrumbs, if it happens, to see why it happened or why it will happen, whatever, however you want to say that. Now, also, I'll tell you this much. If they pick an AR-15, then I believe we're more so certain to pick a wide receiver in the second round. Why? Because, like I said, we've had this quarterback before, right? Or this style quarterback before. So he's going to allow you the opportunity to, with him and Miles Sanders and whichever running back they're going to keep besides with either Blackshear or Chuba, one of these guys I believe is going to be gone. One of them going to be gone. Especially if they get AR-15. One of them going to be gone. Okay? So what that's going to do is it's going to give you a quarterback as an optional runner, an optional power runner. Again, we've had this before. We've done this before. So I believe if they go AR-15, second round, they're definitely getting a wide receiver. If they go Stroud, we're probably going to get the best available running back in the second round. Let me clarify, the best available power back in the second round. I believe that's what's going to happen. Again, I believe either Hubbard or Blackshear, one of these guys is going to. I don't see them. How many is that? Let's see. Sanders, Chuba, Blackshear. So the only reason why they stay is if they get AR-15. That's the only reason why they stay. If they get Stroud and then have to get a power back in the draft, one of them two is gone. They're not going to keep 4 running backs. That's not going to happen. Especially with, it's just not going to happen. What else? Now let's talk about Lord Farquhar. I mean, Bryce Young. What I don't understand about Bryce Young is, I'm like, you're having your pro day today, and all you're really going to do is what you've done all season. You're going to throw to your guys. But this time, you're not going to have any opposition. It's just a bunch of pitches and catches. So pretty much all you're really leaving people with is what you have on tape from the season and your pro day today. Oh, by the way, you're not weighing in. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're not weighing in. You want to hide your true weight from people. Okay, great. And you didn't perform at the combine. What is that all about? If you know you have a deficiency, a shortcoming, I'm short too, but I'm not trying to get a position as a quarterback in the NFL, so it's okay. I can crack joke. Anyway, but yeah, if you know you have that, and if this were me, I'm going to take advantage of this combine situation, and I'm going to show that I can throw to people that I am unfamiliar with, because all of them guys at Bama ain't going to the same team as you. I don't know who his representation is that advised him against throwing at the combine. If I'm the Carolina Panthers, I'm sorry. I'm not going to dinner. I'm not taking the flight because I done seen everything I need to see. I done seen everything I need to see. I got your tape. I done seen all your highlights. I don't need to see how you pitch and catch to somebody without a defense in front of you. Why do I need to see that for? And you forewent the opportunity to show me that you can throw to different people and different types of receivers that you're used to. I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not. I'm going to see Stroud. I'm going to see Levis. I'm going to see AR-15, and I'm going to remember everything they did. I'm going to take notes on them, and I'm going to size them up to your tape. And sir, if you fall short, okay, you just fall to who you fall to, but we won't be picking you because you messed that up. You had your chance at the combine to wow us and to show that you're comfortable throwing to other individuals. Instead, you want to give us the same thing that we've already seen, minus a defense coming full speed in front of you, like that's going to help you. I don't see how that's going to help you, sir. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. When you have a deficiency in one area and you really, really, really want that spot, why not give yourself every opportunity to deflect people's attention away from that deficiency? We can't say, well, Bryce Young doesn't have the stature. Oh, but he really, aside from that, he really wowed us in the combine. We can't say that. We don't have that to say. I don't even understand how in the world he's in the conversation with him foregoing the opportunity to give you just something else to measure him by. It's kind of arrogant. It's like he's saying, yeah, I'm short, but I know somebody gonna pick me regardless. So I ain't gotta do all this. I ain't gonna do all this, man. I ain't gotta do all this. I'm just gonna go at pro day. Bruh, I mean, even if you didn't do a 40 time, even if you didn't lift or anything like that, or do any other drills, you could at least through. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get that. But anyway, I'm about to tune in. I'm about to watch this thing, and again, it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, Panther fans, I just don't want y'all to be upset if we do get AR-15, because I have told you, I have left you some nuggets as to why that could happen. All right? Till next time, y'all keep pounding. God bless. Peace.